Hello. This is Els coming in from Beamish Crafty Corner, and we are working on part 2 of the romance novel. We're going to be putting in some butterflies today and getting started on some of the ephemera. So why don't I stop talking and we can get to it, okay? Hold on. All right. So when we left off, we were putting gussets in pockets and getting those put in. We put a few in together, and then I kind of sped the video up, and we went all the way through. Okay, so now all the pockets are in. They've all been inked and so on and so forth, and they are now in where they belong in the book. We're starting to get some volume here. But we're not done. No, if this book is not Gator, I haven't done my job. So, pages are in. The pockets, tucks, and all of that stuff are in. So we did some journaling cards. Let's take a look at those. So I started off kind of getting a selection of things. I got some pieces from Stamperia. I printed those off. I have some large tags here that I think kind of look like receipts and stuff. And I thought, you know, if this is a journal about this woman's life, she may have saved receipts from, you know, things that she liked or places that she went. So I grabbed some of those. I have some of these little tags that have, you know, flowers on them because I just thought they were pretty. And so I grabbed those. And these are pretty, just very long tags. These are about 4 inches long. 4.5 inches long, so a very long, kind of thin tag. Grabbed those, and then, of course, just a selection of some 2.5 by 3.5 inch journaling cards. And, you know, I thought this would be something that a lady might have on her desk to make notes with, you know. So I grabbed some of these, and I printed some of them on white, and I printed some of them on, like, a cream color, and that way some of them look a little older than others, a little grungier, like maybe she pulled those memories a little bit more frequently. So I've got all of those, and most of that's been inked up and ready to go. And so we are ready to move into the job box itself. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the ephemera that comes in the cut-aparts, and I'm going to pull the tray here. And this has got all of our pieces and parts that we're going to maybe possibly be using for this one. So I've got those. And we're going to get rid of this. We also have this set of vintage style rub-ons. And we have this set of stickers from K & Company. This set here of words. We have some clippings. Might use some of those. Don't know. I also have my word box handy, and we have this pad from Bo Bunny, which is the Botanical Journal, and it's just really pretty. And so I thought this might, you know, maybe we could use some of this, maybe cut some things or something like that out of it. So I grabbed that as well. So I'm going to set some of this stuff off to the side here so I can bring the book in. Let me get rid of all these journaling cards. We're going to use those later. So we'll set those to the side. And let's move the job box up. And let's go ahead and get started. So since I already put pockets and everything in, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and get started with this stuff. And I want to put this piece right on the front cover. So that's going to go right there. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue that up and get it in there. And you know what? This is kind of detailed. May want to do this with my Xyron. Nah, we'll just glue it. Alright. So gluing. Now this is cardstock. That's the way it came. So it's pretty thick. And I'm just going to make sure that I get as many of these little doohickeys off the side here as possible. Kind of follow this around. Some glue in the middle. And then turn this over. Kind of put it down in the book. There we go. And then we have all of these little pieces and parts that we can use. So we're going to start kind of putting these in, kind of here, there, and everywhere. And there was a butterfly motif that goes on in here, so I'll probably pull some butterflies as well. But, you know, we're just going to kind of look at things and see if it looks good. And if it looks good, we're going to get it in there. And anything that we feel needs to be inked, we'll go ahead and ink. So I'm going to just start kind of putting stuff in, just randomly. Okay, so all of the cutouts are added throughout. Yeah, we've got all those in there. So now we're going to move on to some ephemera pieces. And I've decided I'm going to put some butterflies in here. So let's get some of those. Sit, stay, don't fall. I'll take that one, this one, that one, that one, that one, and that one, and that one. Okay. All right. Never trust the sticky that's on here, because it's caca. So I'm going to put one here. So I'll peel off the back, add some glue. And then put it on here. And I'll just randomly pick a page, find the butterfly that works, and add it. Okay, so I'm going to get these added, and then we're going to move on to putting in like flowers and, you know, the rest of this stuff. This one didn't even have a sticky. Didn't even have one. Okay, butterfly going there. And like this one up there. So add him at the top. And yes, I like the fact that he's going to hang out the top of the book. Almost like a tab. And this one over here. There's no rhyme or reason to this. There really isn't. If I did this by the page, it would probably take me forever to decorate a full page because I'd have to keep pulling everything out. I do want to make sure that I'm clear of my pocket over here because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to get it glued down. So there's already butterflies there, so I don't want to do that. Can put one over here. Yeah, I think if I actually did this the way most people do, you know, where you design a page and then you move on, it would take me forever because I'd have to constantly be getting the same thing out over and over and over again. Instead of doing that, you just grab everything I need all at once. And go through and just do everything kind of at the same time. And then I save time this way. And I may put a few more in here. Who knows? All right, so the next part, I'm going to go in and put these in, if there's any place to put them, you know. These are epoxy, so the stick is a little better on these than it is in some of the other things. So we shall see. Okay, so for the next part, I decided to use some of the rub-ons, and I cut out a few that I liked. And, you know, these are pretty easy to do. You just take the back off, place it where you want it, and I like right there. And then you just take a popsicle stick or a bone folder, whatever, and rub it on. Now, if you're working on an uneven surface, you may want to put a piece of cardstock or even take like a book or something and put it under here just to make this a little bit more even. And you really do want to rub this good. What I do is I just kind of check it. If there's a part of it that doesn't adhere, I just go lay it right back down immediately before I pull it all the way off. That way I don't have that weird look. But I thought these would be really good to be using on this paper that we have in here that's very thin. So that's where I'm going to be using them.